What should we ask the tarot today? I have my Ask the Tarot Love and Abundance Edition Oracle deck that I designed myself. There is a link in the bio to several decks that I've designed and also for private same-day readings. Currently, all of my own designed oracle cards are 50% off. But what should we ask the tarot today? What does my financial future look like? Spirit, for the viewer, what do they need to know about their financial future, please? What do they need to know about their financial future, please? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got the Three of Wands, the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Eight of Cups. The very first card that had come out was this King of Pentacles, and this is talking about having more than enough. Certainly, the King of Pentacles does not live in lack. This suggests a very prosperous period ahead, successful ventures and very solid foundations. The King of Pentacles is known for being a homebody and a provider. So this may be suggesting that there may be investments in regards to a home, or perhaps a second home or a rental property. Certainly it is something that is setting you up extremely well. The King of Pentacles is someone who has worked really hard. They have had a steady goal and a vision of what it was that they were wanting to accomplish, and have been really persistent in this. If we look closely at the illustration on the card, it looks like there is some sort of necklace that is being presented to them, like someone who would receive a medal when they won a prize. So for some of you, this could be recognition for a job that has been well done, or indeed this could be some sort of win. And I believe that this recognition or this win is something more than just mediocre. It is a significant amount of money. And I believe that you will choose some sort of wise investment for it, whether this be property or potentially towards some sort of business. And it is saying that this is coming in rather fast here with the Chariot card. The Chariot card is one of the fastest moving cards of the deck. However, I always say that what the universe calls fast and what we call fast are two entirely different things. The Chariot card is also a card that speaks of a win and of a victory. And this win or this victory, it could be something that you have seen in your vision, in your mind's eye. The reason that I'm saying that is the Chariot card is very well known to be a card of mindset. Let's look at the Emperor who is driving the chariot. Can we see that in his hands we have a bow and an arrow? The bow and the arrow is talking about being able to point in a singular direction to aim and to fire. And of course, that comes with a desire to hit the target. So there is a focus and there is a goal. Now, in a traditional deck, he is not carrying a bow and arrow. In fact, what you would be expecting him to hold are the reins that would then drive the Sphinx. But no, he does not have reins. So therefore you may ask, well, how does he drive these Sphinxes? And it is through his mindset alone, and that of sheer determination. So I see this Chariot card and this King of Pentacles as being very focused energy. This would also go hand in hand with the card that we saw at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands card is a card that speaks of mental manifestation and then taking action towards those desires. And if we look at the illustration on this particular card, we can see that this might have been quite the process. We see the caterpillar going into the cocoon and then emerging the butterfly. So this process has been very transformative. And I do actually feel that there is more transformation that will happen once this money comes to you. And I have to say, it does feel like a lump sum of money, a large amount that is coming to you. So this feels like a combination of sheer hard work and determination, and then the universe stepping in and giving you some sort of gift, as we had seen here with this necklace. With the Three of Wands, this could be some sort of vision that you have held onto for a very long time, feeling that you were always destined for this type of life. We then have this Eight of Cups, which does talk about leaving people, places, and things behind. And sometimes this is done in search of your life purpose. So once again, tying this to the King of Pentacles and the Chariot card, perhaps you have used your innate gifts and abilities to create this wealth. And maybe there's been this sense of having to trust yourself as you go on a path that might have seemed a little lonely and a little scary. As we can see, there is one cup that has spilled. Again, representing that something had to be sacrificed in order for you to move in this other direction. At the center of this card, we see the sun and the moon, the stars and the planets, giving this essence of something that is destined and fated. And it is going to fulfill you in so many different ways. And then the last card that we haven't looked at yet is this Moon card. Now, as with all tarot cards, this card has many different meanings. It can certainly talk about your intuition and having this knowing that you are going to receive this at some point, like it's always been in your energetic field. We can see how the wolves are howling at the moon, and to me, as I'm looking at this, it feels like an asking, prayer, meditation, affirmations, and speaking this into existence. If we look really closely at the card, let me bring it a little closer to you. We can see that there is a path, and this path goes between these two mountains. Mountains in tarot have always spoken to me of obstacles to be overcome, and the idea of these challenges may have been rather frightening. But the Moon card speaks of addressing your fears and taking that path regardless, because everything that you are wanting is on the other side of those mountains. The Moon card is also a card of secrecy and of keeping things to yourself. Those that have heard my readings before will know that I have said that as you are in this manifestation process, not to share your dreams and goals and visions with everyone. I have experienced it myself where I have shared a dream with another and then it felt like somebody came in and burst that bubble. So until this has manifest, or even when it does manifest, this is for you and for you alone. And this has something to do with your life purpose and living a very abundant and secure life. There are a couple of cards that talk about potential travel for you and a home, potentially one that is tied to a business. Of course, as always, this is a collective reading and it is for you to listen to your intuition as to whether this reading is for you. All of these beautiful cards I have listed here. And then a reminder that any oracle cards that I have designed are currently 50% off. This will run until August the 15th or until all of the stock is sold, whichever comes soonest. I also have a few spaces for same-day private readings. The link to all of these are in my bio.